another Stretch the Sketch video. I'm glad to be back this month participating with everyone. Here's the sketch we are using. And the rules of this video hop are that you take a 12 by 12 sketch and have to create some other size with the sketch. Could be smaller, could be bigger, you know, could do a double page, could do a traveler's notebook. So the photo I'm going to use today is one of my sister and her husband that I've had in my photo stash for a while. And I'm going to use this Simple Stories Bloom and Grow. And I'm thinking, my thought process here is maybe I could use like this and make a 6 by 12 layout. I wish this was all of the lined paper and not this. So this is an option that is 6. I could do this and put a, you know, something over it just to have the wood, you know, the white wood peeking out. I don't think there's any others that are like that in here. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Since I never know what to do with these anyway, I am going to use one of these and do a 6 by 12. So, do I want to do that? Or do I want to just use it like that? Choices, right? I think I might use this. Let me get a piece of navy. Oh, that's awful bright. Oh, but maybe it wouldn't be with all of those. Okay, I'm going for it, guys. You see, I've gotten a new trimmer. I went back to the old simple style and I'm loving it. I'm gonna be bold, do something I don't normally do. I have this out on my desk for some projects I was making for my Etsy store, and I might as well use it, right? I just use ATG for most of my projects. When it is scrapbook related, I will use score tape on things like mini albums to make them a little bit stronger. Then I thought about doing a 6 by 12 this way, but then this photo would take up so much room, you know, top to bottom. I didn't think I'd have enough room for layers. So this sketch has like a doily here, and I do have these from Doodlebug, which would match, you know, the green in this paper, at least somewhat. So I'm going to see how that goes. And then in the sketch, there's this band right here. I'm going to try to do something here. And then layers behind the photo. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is the layers behind my photo. One of the reasons I wanted to try this size is to be able to use this 6x6 paper pad, because I have 8 tons of 6x6 paper pads and never particularly know what to do with them. I do use them as layers behind my photo often, but I still always end up with more than I really need. So if we can get some photos done and get these used up in the process, I'm good with that. Yes, I know that it's not completely even. I think I'm going to leave that way. This sketch has a whole lot of mixed media on it. And I wonder what I could do with those. And just some modeling paste. So let me see what I have here that may strike me. This one is always a possibility. I like this one by Fab Scraps. Can you see it? It's got like a half moon on some of the circles. But I'm afraid those big circles, they're about the size of my pinky, would be too much on such a small space. Oh, this might work too. These are Fab Scrap stencils as well, but they're themed. This one is coffee, and this one is like, you know, windows and birds, so... Both of these may work. I think I'm going to try this one. And instead of using the doily, I think what I will do is put the mixed media here so that it gives the same thought as the doily. And there goes the rest of my Bloom and Grow folder on the floor. My palette knife appears to be missing, so we'll just use that. Or, I think I have an expired credit card here. Yep. I am almost out of modeling paste, but I am making this the last little bit. I'm making it, squeezing every last little bit out, because this tube has taken me probably 4 years to use. So I don't want to buy more that isn't going to get used in a timely fashion unless I'm really, really out. Trying to get some in that there last little spot. What's nice about this stencil is it is a messy one, so you don't have to worry if you miss one little hole. Okay, now what if I was thinking about then doing it this way. Yeah, can't hurt, right? Can always put another piece of blue paper over it. Now, in the interest of time, I would love to use my heat gun to get that dried more quickly so we could continue on here. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it prior to starting, and my heat gun is upstairs because I'm using it to pop bubbles in the epoxy that I'm putting on the glitter tumblers that I have been making, if you've seen those on my Instagram. I'm working on one right now for my niece's first birthday, a real small one. So, let's see. Okay, so put the photo on an angle. Got it coming out both sides. I think we're okay. So I'm going to continue to put layers under here. I might save this one to go as the last layer because I always tend to want to use this paper. It's just a navy blue dot. But since I have a blue background, I want to make sure I don't do that. So. I'll apologize, guys. I came into this layout with no real plan, but I thought that might be fun to do. So you can kind of see how my brain works going along and see some, you know, of my unedited thoughts and processes. So school has started recently here. Just about 2 weeks ago, and of course there was the holiday in there, so it wasn't even 2 full weeks. Our son is in 2nd grade now, and this is the first year that he doesn't have any friends in his class. He knows people in his class. Some of them he's been with since kindergarten, but he doesn't have any boyfriends in his class this go round, and that has been just a tad bit of an adjustment for him, as you can imagine, on top of a new teacher. And he does have in his class this year 2 students who have an assistant with them, and he's never been in class with that either. So lots of things to adjust to this year, but seems to be going, you know, as well as it can be for a 2nd grader. He makes friends fairly easily because he doesn't have any trouble talking to anybody. If you know him in real life, you will know he is quite the chatter. So I think that's good. I don't think I need any more layers on there. I don't like it so straight. This dries fairly quickly when you're just using the modeling paste and not paint with it. But I need some kind of embellishment. Like, see, there's so much empty space here and here. So I think I might try to put, you know, my title here. Not even that it needs a title, but something that could be, you know, construed as a title. I don't usually do, like see, this, something right there would be good. I don't usually scrap and talk like this, so forgive me if I'm umming and awing more than usual, or there's spots of silence as I get used to doing it this way. You know, happy little moments, that works. But I feel like I need to give that some place to live. Like it can't just hang out there all on its own. That's too big. I would like to do more of these live type videos so that I would eventually feel comfortable doing like a Facebook Live or even live here on YouTube. I could do, you know, happy, like you get little happy moments, or I could put this over here and do Grow Old with me. I think I like the moments better. I haven't figured out the technology all in the whole, you know, YouTube Live, but I can definitely do Facebook Live. It's just getting comfortable doing what I would consider is talking to myself. I think what I'm going to do is put this down. That way, once I'll find my little tiny stickers and put the happy in there. And then I can kind of go from there visually. So I have these tile stickers from Jelly Bean Soup. I have them in almost every color, but I can't find them anymore. This would work with that green. So I don't know if they don't make them, but even as a shop, like I can't find them. That might be too much yellow. Myself to order them to put in the shop. So if anybody has a lead on small tile alphas like this, whether it be Jelly Bean Soup or someone else, I'd love to hear that. So okay, either one matches pretty well. Like I said, I think the yellow is going to be too much yellow. I like the red, but I'm not so fond of this really blocky alpha. So I think I'm going to try going with this. I was watching Tanya from the Hip Kit Club, her YouTubes the other day, and she had a really good suggestion to get these straight. She takes an old branding strip and attaches them to the branding strip and then just cuts it out. And I was like, duh, because I always have trouble getting them lined up just so. At least this gives me a frame of reference on the bottom. I mean, I've used my T-ruler, and I don't know, it's just because they're so tiny. I have trouble. So, yep, on my little branding strip, and then I can just snip them apart. I could do happy little moments. Let me see. I think I'm going to do that just in the interest of a little more something down there. T, what am I looking for? T. Starting to second guess myself spelling backwards here. This is wonderful. I am so glad she gave this tip. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Okay. I want to fit that right in there by that T. I'm just using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive on this one. If you have been watching me for a little while, you'll know this, but I have 2 sets of this Bloom and Grow collection because I bought it twice, obviously. Dummy me went to convention, was like, oh, I love that. And they had the whole kit on sale. I'm like, I'll take one of those. Got home and was like, yeah, I have that. No wonder I love it. And that's what set me off on a stash busting exercise last year. Was that double purchase. I was like, okay, if I'm double buying things, I really, really need to work on using up my stash. And I did. I've killed 10 kits so far this year, which is definitely, you know, nothing to sneeze at. I haven't used any of this pink, so I think I'm going to go for another red, if it won't stick to my finger. And I'm thinking this banner is going to go up here, because without it, it's just really plain up there. So this is the first 6x12 layout, have I said, that I've ever done. But I thought this was a good size because I can fit 2 of them in a page protector. You know, without real, I could just attach each of them together to a 12x12 without having to alter the page protector at all. When I do, you know, a 9x12 or an 8.5x11, I then have to alter the page protector to fit in my album. I think I'm going to go with that heart. Yep. Yep, I didn't attach my photo yet. I think I'm going to use some foam. I just use craft foam when I'm doing a big piece like this. I do have pop dots. I have them both from Stampin' Up! And another company that I got at a scrapbook convention. It was really a card show, but locally. But to do a whole big photo like this, you'd use a whole thing of Pop Dots. So this is just craft foam from the kids section at Hobby Lobby. You can also get it on Amazon. I'm sure Michael's has it. I know you can get it at Walmart. Some of them have adhesive, some of them don't. I just use my liquid adhesive when I have mixed media because it squishes in better, but this will take an ATG gun as well. Okay, a little bit of glue on this side. And last but not least, do I want some kind of doodle border is what I can't decide. Yeah. What do you think, guys? I wish you could answer me. Okay, I'm going to go for it. I don't have the steadiest of hand. Now, when you're done with my video, make sure to look in the description box below for all the other ladies who are participating with this hop. I have seen in the sneak peeks we have in our group for organizing this some really interesting takes on the sketch and lots of different kinds of sizes to give you loads of inspiration. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you aren't already a subscriber, I'd love to have you join us. And again, in the description box below will be links to products that I used, if I can find them, and links to all the other girls' videos. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.